Good morning, guys. In last lecture, we have seen or we have solved some numericals on the torsion. But here is some condition is given in the torsion. If the shaft is given parallel or if the shaft is given in series, then how to solve this type of numerical? Before going on that, we will cover the theory part. Okay. See, first in shaft in parallel. First unit also we have seen the shaft in parallel as well as we have seen shaft in series. Same thing is here used. See, first is a shaft in parallel. What is meant by shaft in parallel? Yes, anybody? Both shafts are parallelly connected to each other. Check that. Here I have considered here two different material. Suppose this is the first part. Okay, this one is the first part. Suppose material is given MS, and this is the second part. Outside is the second part is given. Suppose this material is given brass. Okay, these two materials are connected to each other. Okay, coaxially. Check that. This type of shaft is called as a parallel shaft. If you have taken the cross section of that shaft, then see that you will get in this way the cross section of that shaft. If this type of the shaft is given and we want to find out the total torque applied on that shaft, then how to calculate that total torque? Or suppose we want to calculate the theta value. Okay, you know the theta is a angle of twist for the both shaft. Okay, what is the value of angle of twist? If the shaft on the shaft this torque T is applied anti-clockwise direction and here is a clockwise direction, then see we will get the first condition. What is the first condition? If you are getting the angle of twist in the first shaft, suppose 10 degree, then automatically you will get the 10 degree in the angle of twist in the second shaft. Means both angle of twist same. Okay, theta 1 is equal to theta 2. This is the first condition. In the both material, you have to assume that angle of twist are same. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2. Okay, clear? And what is the second condition? If the torque is applied on the shaft, this torque are divided equally on both shaft. Okay, this torque is applied, T is applied on the composite shaft, will be shared both material, first material as well as second material. Then how to calculate the total torque? T is equal to torque 1 plus torque 2. What is the T? T is the total torque. This is given in Newton meter or Newton mm, and T1 is the torque applied on the first material and second torque applied on the second material. If the shaft is given parallel, then you should remember this both condition. First is a theta 1 is equal to theta 2 and second one is a T is equal to T1 plus T2. These two conditions you have to remember to solve the numericals on the shaft in parallel. Okay. Similar way, second thing is shaft in series. Okay. When we can say the shaft in series, when the two or more shafts are connected to each other, remains continuous lengthwise. Okay, continuously lengthwise. Suppose the shaft of the length L1 and L2, this type of the shaft is called as a shaft in a series. Okay, means length are different or sometimes length are equal, but they are connected continuously lengthwise. Okay, this type of shaft is called as a shaft in series. Okay, there are two conditions are given in shaft in series. First condition is a torque is subjected to the first condition when the shaft is subjected to the torque at the end at the end of the given shaft. See here, in this figure I have considered there are two shafts are connected to each other lengthwise. This is the first shaft and this is the second shaft. L1 is the length of the shaft, first shaft, and L2 is the length of the second shaft. If you are given only one torque is applied at the end of the shaft, then you will get the relation. This is the first condition. The torque induced in the first shaft is equal to torque induced in the second shaft. Means if the torque is induced, suppose here is a 50 Newton meter in the first shaft, then same torque is induced in the second shaft. Then you should remember the first condition. T is equal to, torque is equal to T1 is equal to T2. Again torque in the first shaft, again torque in the second shaft. Means you will get the same torque in each shaft. Getting? Yes, very good. Then next one is condition second. If you think about the angle of twist, when you are acting the torque at the end of the shaft, then see what happened. You will get the, how to get the total angle of twist. Angle of twist is equal to, theta is equal to angle of twist in the first material plus angle of twist in the second material. Okay, this is the summation of the angle of twist in the first material plus angle of twist in the second material, right? Reverse of this condition. Check that. In that condition, theta 1 is equal to theta 2. In this condition, theta is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. And what about the torque? T is equal to T1 plus T2. Here is it. T is equal to T1 is equal to T2. Means opposite to that shaft in parallel. This first condition is there. Or you can write TL by J for the first shaft plus TL by GJ for the second shaft. How to get this relation? We know the torsion formula. T by J is equal to G theta by L is there. Okay, if you have calculated theta is equal to T into L divided by G into J. Okay, you will get this relation. Okay, are you getting the second condition? Yes. Then next, second B condition. Check that. First condition, when the shaft is subjected to the torque at the end. But in the second condition, if you have given the number of shafts, and there is a torque is applied on that shaft. Okay, then how to find out the torque on each shaft? Also we want to find out the angle of twist on each shaft. Then how to calculate? Here I have considered, see, when the shaft is subjected to the torque at each junction of that shaft, I have considered here three shafts, okay, having the diameter D1, D2, D3 and length L1, L2, L3, and there is a torque is applied at the CD shaft in anti-clockwise direction in the right side TD, okay, at the BC there is a again anti-clockwise direction, and at the AB right side this TB is applied in the clockwise direction. This example I have taken. Okay, in the first condition what happened? This torque is applied at the D. Check that here at the, you have to only think about the CD shaft. You should draw the FBD. Okay, you should draw the here FBD. Then how to draw the FBD for that shaft? If you have given the more than two shafts, okay, two or more than two shafts, then you should draw the FBD for the same shaft. Okay, means individually you should draw the shaft. We have seen what is the FBD? Free body diagram. Here is the first shaft, suppose AB, BC and CD is there. Okay, see, and before going on that, you know the sign conventions also. Okay, here I have shown drawn the sign convention. If the remember that you should consider the sign convention. If the clockwise torque is at left side, left end of the given shaft, then you should consider the upward direction. Okay, and right side of the shaft, if the torque is at right anti-clockwise direction, then you should consider the downward direction. Means here left end upward and right end downward, you will give the positive movement. Then next is a next similar way, anti-clockwise direction. If the torque is applied anti-clockwise direction, then you should consider the downward at the left end, and clockwise means upward direction in the right end. Okay, then consider the negative. In this way, similar way, see here, you will get the first condition, torque at D. Okay, here is a anti-clockwise is at the D, means downward direction. For the equilibrium, you have to add the same torque in the upward direction, means clockwise direction. Then check the sign convention, you will get the positive. Okay, TD. Then similar way at the C, here is a anti-clockwise direction. Then you should draw the downward. For equilibrium, you should draw the upward direction, again positive. And last at the AB, check that here is a clockwise means upward, and here is a downward, means here is a negative sign convention, there is a positive. In this way you should draw the FBD. Okay, all of you getting how to draw the FBD? What is the FBD? Free body diagram for individual shaft. When you solving the numerical on shaft in series, then you should draw the FBD. If you have given the two or more shaft with different torque at each junction, then you have to draw the FBD. Okay, all of you clear? Then see torque at the D. We will write here torque at D. Yes, anybody tell me? Here you will get this is the third shaft, second and first shaft, right? That's why I have written here P3. P3 is equal to, you will get the TD plus or minus TD. Here you will get the plus 1, right? Here you will get the plus. Okay. Then next torque at the C, you will get the T2 value again plus this plus this. Okay, this total torque you will get here TD plus or minus TC, and last is a torque at which point? B. There is a T1. You will get the TD plus or minus TC plus or minus TB is there. In this way, in the first condition, you can calculate the value of torque TD, TC and TB. This T value you will get with the help of FBD, three body diagram. Then next, what about the condition second? How to calculate the angle of twist? Total angle of twist you will get in the shaft 1. First shaft, then second and third shaft. Okay, it is the summation of second angle of twist. Theta is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Okay, this is the plus or minus. This theta is always depend on the sign convention. Remember that. Anti-clockwise or clockwise, this theta will be changed. Okay, you will get the total angle of twist in the given shaft is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Okay, you should remember that shaft in series. We have seen the two different conditions in shaft in series. First condition, you have given when the shaft is subjected to the torque at the end, only one torque is given, then you should remember the T is equal to T1 second condition is a how to find out the angle of twist. Theta is equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. You will get the two different angle of twist in each shaft. And B condition, when the shaft is subjected to the torque at each junction. Okay, if you have given the each junction, this torque is given, then you know the sign convention. Here is the upward direction means what? Clockwise, and downward direction means what? Anti-clockwise. Remember that. Then you will get the positive value of the shaft, and downward means anti-clockwise and upward means clockwise. Here you will give the negative value for the shaft. And how to calculate the torque at the up to the end with the help of FBD 340 diagram. That's it. You should remember that two shaft in parallel as well as shaft in series. Next lecture we will see the numerical on the shaft in series as well as shaft in parallel. Today we will stop here.